Bubba, take it away.
All right, who you got? Brought to you by Granger, and as we've been doing all year, we got the ESPN Radio Pick'em Challenge. You won the regular season. We reset the records. We got Joe and Amber in it now. We got everything reset 0-0. Unfortunately, you went 1-4-1, so you're at the bottom. But that's where you started the regular season. You won it all. So we're starting Jaguars, Chiefs, Kansas City -8.5. Who you got here?
Is there a public lean on this? We had Joe Fortenbaugh on earlier. He liked Kansas City giving the points. I like Kansas City giving the points. Is there a public lean on this?
There is no public lean on any of the 4 games this weekend.
Really?
None. They have gotten these lines exactly right.
Split kind of down the middle. Is there any way Jacksonville makes this a game? I mean, I can't see it. I know Kansas City has not covered this whole year. But let me put it this way. If Trevor Lawrence throws 4 interceptions in the first half again, Andy Reid is not Brandon Staley. And I like Kansas City. So should I go the opposite of I love Kansas City.
If every instinct you have is wrong, then the opposite would have to be right.
Do I go Jacksonville just because I hate it that much?
8.5 is too many.
All right, I'm going the other way. The KOD pick, which is brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook, make every moment more, is Jacksonville +8.5.
Hashtag KOD. The kiss of death.
God, I hate that pick. What's next?
All right, we're going Nuno versus Hembo and Cam. Giants at Eagles. Philadelphia -7.5. Who you got?
So the Jalen Hurts of it all, I think, is baked in here. And that to me, is a story that as much attention as it's gotten, it's not enough. Like, this is the whole game. Jalen Hurts at his best, the Giants have almost no chance. Then it becomes one of these games where you need everything to go your way. You need, 2 fluky turnovers and a punt return for a touchdown, a field goal kicked, a blocked run back for a touchdown. Like that becomes that game for the Giants. But if Jalen Hurts is not himself, and again, every sense I'm getting coming out of there is that they are much more worried about it than they're letting on. And to me, this is a very close game. If there's no public lean?
None at all.
My inclination is to like the Giants plus the 7.5, so I got to go the other way.
If every instinct you have is wrong, then the opposite would have to be right.
The pick is Eagles -7.5.
Hashtag KOD. The kiss of death.
I hate my picks. All right, go ahead.
All right, let's get down to business with Cowboys 49ers. San Francisco -3.5. Who you got here?
Boy, that line has moved. 3.5. When I say moved, it just is as far from what I expected as I could imagine. If you had said to me, and I'm not great at picking these things, but I'm not terrible at it. If you had said to me before that line, before I had seen it, Greeny, what do you think the opening line on Dallas at San Francisco is? I would have guessed something like 6, 5.5, 6. The fact that it was 4 and it's now 3.5 really surprises me.
There's definitely a little bit of recency bias, having the Cowboys having played so well so recently, and the Cowboys, like Alabama, like the Lakers, like all the big teams, get a point or 2 in their favor because the public likes betting the Cowboys.
All right, look, I want the Cowboys to win so badly. So you tell me, in what way am I sending my mojo out there? Does the mojo now know that I'm going the opposite? So now it'll smite me. Who should I pick in order for the Cowboys to win?
You should pick the Cowboys because you think the Niners should be favored by 6 points.
I do. No, I don't care if I win. I want the Cowboys to win. Then I should take the Niners.
No, you should take the Cowboys.
Then I take the Cowboys. I want the Cowboys to win. The official KOD pick, Cowboys +3.5.
Hashtag KOD. The kiss of death.
If it helps, I'll take the money line. I want the Cowboys in the playoffs next week for my talk shows. All right, Bubba, one more.
All right, last one is the Bengals at Bills. This one we got Buffalo -5.5. Who we got here?
So, everything about me tells me Cincinnati is the better team. They're playing better. The quarterback is more careful with the ball. They're hot. I don't think they are in any way concerned about playing on the road. The offensive line does concern me. 5.5 feels like a lot.
So many. So many.
So everything about this game screams to me, take Cincinnati. So the official pick.
If every instinct you have is wrong, then the opposite would have to be right.
Has to be Buffalo -5.5. So let it be written.
Hashtag KOD. The kiss of death.
So let it be done. All right, Bubba, a few more questions to finish up.
Speaking of divisional weekend, if you had to pick one team playing this weekend that you guarantee makes the Super Bowl, who you got?
That is such a good question. So I'll change. I don't think you can guarantee any of them, but I will change it, if I may, alter it to, if I had to just pick one team and bet an amount of money that mattered to me on just one of them to make the Super Bowl, which would it be? My gut, boy, oh boy. I hate to say this, but I think I would take San Francisco. I think their competition is infinitely less strong. I do not believe Jalen Hurts will be fully healthy the rest of the way. I think they have a huge rest advantage against Dallas this weekend. And the AFC is a toss-up. You could tell me any of 3 teams are coming out of the AFC, and I wouldn't blink an eye. So, I mean, I would guarantee Kansas City to win this weekend, but to make it to I'm not guaranteeing Kansas City going to beat Cincinnati or Buffalo.
Well, you got to win this weekend and win next week, then.
I get that. But the very specific nature of this question, I'm going to go San Francisco. I think they're the Who would you say?
I would say Kansas City based upon the probability.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.